Man, probably a fun fact on me is that I like. Man, probably a fun fact on me is that I like to read. Like I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. He won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish your story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah. All you got to do is push the back button. That's all you got to do is push the back signal.
Try not to think about the future too much so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
Hello. Everybody there doing it. There's your boy, Coach Lee. Happy Taco Tuesday. Happy Valentine's Day. Man, let's do this damn thing. Welcome to the Chop Up. Bring any topic that we feel like discussing. Share our knowledge with you all. Do our damn thing. Before we can get it started, got to get the crew up in here, man. We got to bring the man. He already done did a hit for the day. My man, Metal One.
Oh, what's going on with you? I see I changed the name up on this Taco Tuesday. But we chopping it up, you know what I'm saying? Meta, I chopped my name up, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that know, Meta World Peace, man, Ron Artest, man, my God, man, one of the best defensive players in the game. But I hope everybody's getting to it. We're going to chop it up tonight, and hopefully we give y'all a good dish, good serving on this Valentine's Day. By the way, shout out to all the ladies. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope your man, you know, if you do have a man, you know, do it all for you. But if you don't have a man, let a man going in. You know what I'm saying? Ring the bell, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, let's get it on, man. Before we continue, bring my guy in here. Damn, man, still number one, man. Still got that hat on. I want to buy you a new hat, man, because, you know, y'all styling on him. My guy, Willie, in the building.
Y'all know what time it is.
It's good with you.
Still numero uno, man.
Happy Valentine's Day. We love
Appreciate that, all y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We appreciate you. You know?
How you doing, Bree? Appreciate you hopping on here with us tonight.
Shout out to you, Bree.
We in the building, man.
So, man, y'all do anything for a special Valentine's Day, man?
Nah, I kept it cool today. Kept it dolo. It's safer that way.
We gonna wait till after the show. You know what I'm saying? But in all, man, you know, it was great to see, you know, couples around, you know, enjoying the day, you know, enjoy it. You know, it's a Tuesday, but hey, whatever, you know, grab something to eat, catch a flick, you know what I'm saying? Do something nice. Frankie says, nah, F that, man. Frank, man, you know what you was doing. Mary Jane, your Valentine. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Happy Valentine's Day to all my people. But since we're in, you know, the Valentine's Day, we don't say spirit, but we're in here tonight.
Mm-hmm. It's that day.
You know, it's that day, definitely. I'm a rap guy. I like rap. I love rap. Rap's my top interest. You know, I don't know what your top interests are, guys, but you know, maybe rap, maybe not. But on this type of day, some R&B may need to put you to bed or to sleep. Or be played, you know what I'm saying? Because it's that type of warming, you know what I'm saying, that you may get from one another. So my topic tonight is simply, you know, top R&B artists. You know, we can go down to a top 10 indeed, okay. But there's so many generations and so many eras that blend into this. So we can go like 90 top 10s all night. But
that's going to be the bulk of it.
We're just gonna throw some names out, you know, tonight, you know, and we're just gonna get you guys' opinion on these artists.
Maybe get some of you young bucks to listen to.
Definitely. You know, give me some young bucks to listen to. You know, you may know some of these artists. You may have heard their songs in local restaurants, you know, because you know restaurants, they're gonna play the hell out of your songs. You know, but shout out to them still making money on it. So going down the line, we're gonna go with Whitney Houston. Of the 20th century, she was definitely the best-selling female artist. Her voice was stuff a legend. She left a high bar for female vocal talents and performances to attempt to live up to decades to come. So how do you feel about Whitney Houston? Come on.
Man, Whitney got a special place in my heart because that was my grandmother's favorite, man, like female artist for sure. My grandmother was real picky about about how the national anthem was sung, and she got one of the greatest national anthems, even though it was lip singing, but she got one of the greatest national anthems ever. And so my grandmother loved that. My mother also loved Whitney. The whole her and Bobby, they were a tragically great couple.
Shout out to Bobby, shout out to the B.
Right. I brought that up partly because one of my cousins just got married to one of the New Edition members. So that's the whole thing. But anyways, yeah, man. Yeah, I love Whitney. Oh, Unc's in here. What up, Unc?
Shout out to you, Unc, man. Unc here with the fire. Got y'all the fire again, man. Shout out to Unc. Shout out to the man. You know what I'm saying? The man that runs the place around, but not only runs the place, but he's acting like, you know what I'm saying? And as everybody acting, we're one of the same. You know what I'm saying? And that's the best thing about Unc. You know what I'm saying? Is that you know, he doesn't hold himself, you know, higher than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? He's grinding just like anybody else. So shout out to Unc. Shout out to the crew. Shout out to the brand. As always, like, share, subscribe. You already know.
Absolutely. But yeah, Whitney's a legend, man. Whitney had a power voice, man. Just power ballads, straight hitting them out the park every time. So one of the greatest voices we've ever heard.
Oh yeah, definitely. For real. Gold status, you know what I'm saying? So Whitney will be on a lot of people's list, man. Shout out to Whitney on that.
How you feeling, Unc? I mean, how you feeling, Coach?
Coach, I called you Unc. I'm sorry, man. You Unc.
Oh, yeah.
You Unc tonight. You
made me do it. Like then you made me do it. Like what the fuck?
No. You Uncle Coach tonight.
As I was sitting up here, I'm just listening. I'm like, hey, you're talking to me? My bad. Hey, I'm a big fan of Whitney, man. Definitely one of the most powerful voices of all time. I don't think I've ever heard a bad Whitney Houston song in my life.
Yeah, maybe just one that you wouldn't play all the time, but nothing bad.
Nothing like that. You know, that's trash. Nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
Yeah, definitely. You know, you got so many good songs that you have to pick out a bad song. If you have to go into that situation, then you got some good songs. So Whitney is definitely, you know, one of a kind. You know, rest her soul.
You mentioned Bobby.
Definitely.
Just to let you know her impact and her legacy, even though toward the end it was definitely wheels off, that is just like a very small footnote of who she is. That doesn't even come up. Everybody celebrates her accomplishments. So salute to her. Yeah,
because it ended real bad and everybody just remembers how great she was.
Ozzy Brothers are R. Kelly, man. Hey, you want to steep down the hill. You know what I'm saying? Steep down the hill. Ozzy Brothers are R. Kelly, man. Hey,
he got to it.
Woo! We gonna get to it, Frizz. We fired tonight. You know, our show is, you know, you come through to discuss, man, and you know, we just love each other. But Ozzy Brothers are R. Kelly. I mean, more modern, you know, we gonna go Kelly up, you know, kind of heard that Ozzy's late, me personally. But what I've heard from them, definitely great. But you're comparing a lot of people to one individual. I'm gonna go with the individual. Because the individual at the end of the day has to be by himself. You know, there's a lot of chords in the group. It has to be good, definitely. But I feel like they all connected on that level to be great.
Ozzy Brothers, if I'm not mistaken, at one point in time, they were the only group that had like hit songs in like 6 or 7 different decades.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I think they're probably on. I think right now they're on their 3rd version of the group.
Yeah, that's time tested right there. That's what that is.
Hey, Smooth Brothers, when you out there like that, and I guess they're making music still, it's a shell to me because I'm like, I didn't even know that. But shout out to them that they're keeping the grind going, and they definitely got people going to their concerts. And I don't know if it's thousands of people, but they got people supporting them, and they love that at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And hey, they could be retired fully, not doing anything, but they're still out here trying to produce a group, trying to produce the money, you know, and doing their thing. So I ain't mad at them. I ain't mad at them at all. When we slide through R&B night, you know what I'm saying, portion of it, we know where I may go next as I'm sliding through. MJ,
Valentine's Day.
you know what I'm saying? I'm sliding through Michael Jackson land, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to go to Never Neverland, but outside of Never Neverland, you know, Guy was a genius. You know what I'm saying? Guy was the man. Guy was, I call Richie from Family Matters. You know what I'm saying? Like he was smooth. That guy, you know what I'm saying? But in all, man, shout out to Mike Jackson, man. Put out a lot of great music, changed a lot of things in the game. You know, a lot of undercover things he did in the game. We talked about Sonic 2 a few weeks ago. You know, the guy produced a Sonic soundtrack. People don't know. Sonic 3 made by Michael Jackson.
Great note right here.
He did a bunch of stuff too.
All day, he did a bunch of things. Indeed.
Oh, that's crazy. Didn't he buy all the masters for the
Beatles?
For the Beatles, yeah. And made sure that everybody got that music too in a healthy way.
Chris Brown. Ooh, yeah, Chris Brown too. Chris Brown is a guy that will always get his flowers, but the way he was turned in the media, people are going to throw him for that. But the real people know. This is a man, shout out to my guy Z, you know, that was living in Virginia for a bit, came back out here, brought some Chris Brown out here before Chris Brown was even on the radio, and Chris Brown blew up out east, and it was a wrap. You know, so, yeah, Chris got a great catalog. You know what's crazy?
You know what's crazy, though? With all his talent and all this other man's talent, you still need two of them to make Michael Jackson. You need him and Bruno Mars to get to Michael Jackson.
You definitely need that. You
gotta combine them to even get Michael. That's how crazy Michael was.
Right.
You know what? For me, I'm gonna be real. If I go really into that throttle of them two, the end of Michael Jackson's songs or in between, the beat just had you, and it was just a different tune. While Chris had it, but you at the club and you feel it. You with Mike everywhere you at, and that tune hit you differently every time. Where Chris Brown is kind of like, you kind of know, you know, in that regard. But no disrespect to Chris Brown, of his generation, he definitely dominated. And we gonna throw you respect. We gonna throw the respect to you, Chris, regardless of what they say about you. You was that dude. You always gonna be that dude.
Yeah, nah, Chris lit it up. He was
nah, nobody touching MJ. Nobody touching MJ.
Shout out to you. It's Kyrie, man. Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to Kyrie, man. MJ, man. When we hear the
nobody
name
touching MJ. That wasn't really the problem, though, was it?
Regardless of what we talk about, MJ, man, is that covered. You know what I'm saying? You got a 20% chance of being great when you MJ.
Oh, man.
Valentine. Oof. Rough. Not good.
Wait, what's the topic? I just joined Chris Brown. I'm thinking Valentine's Day hands. Hey, Valentine's Day hands. Add Ray J to the list. Man, I heard he put his hands on somebody last night. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you can talk about Best Valentine's Day hands. I hope you're not being restricted like that Facebook user if you're going on a date with somebody trying to take your woman and you got to put up the hands. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it wasn't exactly how it happened, but yeah.
Definitely. But let's keep
shout out to you, Bernard.
All day, man. Y'all crazy. That's why we love this show, because interaction is the best hand. We're going to put your comments up. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get a chance at a like. And we're not going to disrespect any comment. We're going to bring it in. We're going to comment on it.
Chris Brown or MJ watches. That's kind of like the scorpion and the frog situation. Probably not.
Family members watch my kids. And that's all I'm going to say about it. You know?
Yeah. Nothing against them. It's only family, though.
Let's go someone that's charging everybody $1 million for tickets, and people are taking their kids' tuitions and paying for these concerts. Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? We know who she's the wife of. We know what she has done. If you had to put a top 5 out, top 10 of R&B, artists, guy or girl, would she even be considered in your top?
She got hits, but the voice was
that was crazy. When Souls for a Mission, yeah, she want that 666.
Hey, Dow, man, it's expensive to buy out a whole floor of the hospital to have a baby, man.
Definitely.
Somebody got to do it. But not likely.
No, I can't.
It's a hard pass. Hard pass.
It's crazy that we got to listen to R. Kelly outside, the house.
Yeah,
no children
like it's quiet.
Like earbuds only. Like you can't even.
Would you? MJ didn't touch no kids. He was too busy making Moonwalk in the movie, The Game. Yeah, that Moonwalk was fire. Shout out to that Moonwalker. That Sega Genesis had me lit. Beyonce overrated. Hey, to a lot of people, she's overrated. But as Will said, dog, the hits and just the overall beehive, has put her in a position where
it's a movement.
There's a movement.
Yeah. I don't like the next comment either. Hey, look. Not for nothing. Bieber actually he got a talented ass voice. Now I don't know about the rest of it.
Bieber he got the chords. You don't get cool with Bieber, and the way what Bieber was doing, people just don't get cool with him because they're cool with him. They got to be cool with him because he was putting out some good product. So, and all, I'm not mad at Bieber. I ain't nothing about Bieber. Bieber did his thing. Bieber stayed in his lane. Bieber didn't try to go rap. You know what I'm saying? Bieber was chilling. He might have got a few tattoos, but he was chilling.
With rappers, but he wasn't rapping.
Right.
But
Rihanna, she lip synced at the Super Bowl the other day. Shout out to her.
They all do it.
She brings in the money because people love the appeal. She has great appeal. People don't realize in the R&B game, appeal can get you far if you have the right people. And she's dealing with the right people in Rock Nation. She's been dealing with the right people. They got her flaunt. You see Beyonce right now. Even though she's dealt with her own self and her family, at the end of the day, it all flaunt.
She got hits too. I mean, Neo wrote most of them, but she got hits.
Yeah, Neo's a beast.
Neo wrote most of the hits. We could just give him the awards all the time.
Yes, give Neo the awards all the time. Shout out to Neo too, man. Definitely, man. And he comes and they get so and then they introduce themselves and make their own music. They and he's one of the guys that's like, I can do this and I can show you how to do it.
He shouldn't have though. He should have just kept writing.
I didn't say touch no kid. I just asked, would you no, hell no. None of those people. None of those people saying I got family members to watch my kids. MJ gonna get my kids' footwork A1 as long as he don't have any Joe Jackson flashbacks.
Yeah, stop whooping them boys. He had a hard life, man. He had a hard life.
Stevie Wonder, definitely. Stevie Wonder, my guy, man. Shout out to Stevie, man. I listen to Stevie at least 3 times a week. You gotta have some Stevie in you. Aretha Franklin. Shout out to Aretha Franklin.
I gotta be honest though, some of these people, a lot of these people, are they really true to heart like R&B or is it more pop? Because
that's the thing too, and that's when I was thinking about this topic tonight. I'm like, there's a lot of people that hit those areas, so that's why I'm like, it's not gonna be 90 different top 10s because these guys hit a different light. Are they true? Are they not? Are people's answers gonna be, are they true R&B artists or not? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So definitely, like my guy of the ever, one of my guys, Usher. I've been to an Usher concert.
Legend.
It's all right.
You know what I'm saying? Legend. You know what I'm saying? Like he gave you that, and he's not the same artist as him, but he gave you that James Brown approach. You know what I'm saying? Where he's getting you. And the ladies, he's gravitating, he's getting them. I went to the Kanye West Usher concert. Usher, beast. He's a beast. Anybody, that listens, he's a mock of fashion.
My way from the jump. He was a beast from the jump too.
What's going on with you? Hope you're having a good day as well.
Yeah, I got different. I got some. Go ahead, continue. My fault.
He ain't watching no kids.
That's cold blooded, man. Hey, Shaq said he can see though.
Yeah, I say if you go to the Shaq,
Shaq said he can see. Yeah, you gotta pay $150, $200 to see someone sing. That's a quote. Nah, definitely is. I agree with you, Frank. $150, $200 to see somebody, that's crazy. But at the end of the day,
Ain't that what tickets going for now?
Time out, because first of all, they're a little more than that. Second of all, y'all will cough that up for a Super Bowl in a heartbeat, though. So,
no. Whatever you like, you're gonna cough it up. But the fact that they charge way more than that for something, depending on the venue. If you're good venue friendly, you're gonna get those 20 to like 200. But if you big stadium, big arena, you definitely pay 200 to about 4 G's, 5 G's, depending on where you at. So
people don't realize in those big venues, they have to rent the venue out to do that show.
They have to rent that, definitely. They have to pay all the workers that work there that night, all that. Taylor Swift.
They gotta pay for that, and then whatever they do a big show because they don't want to be like told that they don't have a good stage show, so they do all the pyrotechnics, all that, and then all the coming down from the ceiling or whatever they doing or under the floor. All that costs money, man. A lot of money, but maybe not $400 ticket money.
Indeed, man. So I feel like they bring a presence, man. They bring a mixture. You know, you get R&B where you get a mixture. Every artist gets a mixture of people, but with R&B, you definitely get your mixture. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely some wifey on Valentine's Day acting their man. Can we go to the Beyonce concert? And I wonder how much that is, man. But we can go all along, man. The R&B session, man, this is the tune of what we're trying to get on the show, man. A lot of things, you know, not out of left field because we're not going to say that, but it's things that, you know, we cherish about too outside the show. We ain't just sports heads, you know. We ain't just smart sports heads. We guys that, you know, have a life as well. We know what I'm saying? We do many different things, man. So shout out to you guys, man. You know, anytime you guys have a topic, anything you want to talk about, message us, message the group, message any of us, let us know. And we'll bring your topic on the chop up.
Absolutely.
What's some of y'all favorite R&B songs, man?
Favorite R&B songs?
That's not even my topic. I just want to expand on this one.
Yes.
Because I got like Can We Talk, Tevin Campbell. That's my shit.
Good one.
We talk Tevin Campbell.
Candy Rain.
Peaches and Cream, dog.
Peaches and Cream is fire. That beat was bananas, though.
Tell you, dog.
That beat was bananas.
For me, I like How Does It Feel?
Yeah.
How Does It Feel?
One of my favorites.
These Arms Are Mine, Otis Redding.
Otis Redding was a beast, dog. That's what I'm saying. We can go old school.
Yeah, Otis had him for days.
Al Green, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can go Ray Charles, but we can go so much with it. This is why we have a show like this. We have a continuation of this. Like, it sparked up a lot of, you know, interest and comments, and shout out to you guys. This is why, you know, we want to develop this, you know, with you guys, because there's a lot of people that just like, damn, yeah, I want to talk about this tonight. You know, it don't always got to be about the guy getting sacked or the guy getting the most points. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all ever hear Leon Bridges, man? He got some soul for.
Leon Bridges died.
He's a newer guy, man. He got some soul for people, man. That Take Me to the River is crazy. A lot of soulful music from that man.
Before I Let Go by Blackstreet.
Yeah, that's a hit. That beat was crazy too. Like that's one of those, like, some of the best R&B stuff, you know. Like, I think Steve Harvey had that set on Kings of Comedy. He was like, some of the best R&B music, you know it right from the first note that dropped.
Yeah.
Like,
I went to R. Kelly concert, man,
and that's one of them.
Fooling Around by Changing Faces.
Yeah.
Yo, my guy was Tank too, dog. Tank was all right before, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all, hey, yo, I went to an R. Kelly concert too, man. I went to an R. Kelly concert. It was good. Everybody out there treated for Kelly, man. Now the situation is different. But in regards, I think the situation is somewhat was going on when he had that concert. So he was still generating
He's doing much different concerts these days.
No, he definitely is. But when I went to concert to see him, I think he was still dealing with this type of stuff. And it's crazy to see that even with him dealing with that, people knowing through decades that this was the situation, that he was still generating all that.
Y'all follow baseball numbers in games. I'm gonna be angry in here. What's the swear rules? You can have at it, man. Just don't offend nobody else, man. You good?
Nah, Frank. You know how we do it, dog. We bet the overs and unders, and you gave me some solid picks last year. That's what we do, man. You know, we ain't giving no baseball numbers. We gonna talk baseball. We ain't giving no RBI, XBHIs, and all that stuff. You know, if you want to, Jake may give it to you from State Farm, but I'm gonna be a guy that's gonna talk about X's and O's, and that's about it.
What? Frankie clowning tonight.
Frankie crazy, dog. He asked you what the limit was. Hey, the limit's what they hold you to, man. You know, it's not in regards to us. You live all around, you know. So depending on, you know, the platform you're on, you know, Zuckerberg might let you go. Trevor was calling y'all out for some Madden today on the show. Well, guess what, Trevor? We got some people in the group that will give you dub sacks. So, you know, go to them. It's not me, though. I'm not going to talk about you. But there's people in the group that will give you dub sacks. Drip, drip, drip. Yeah, man. For fellas, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, let's roll into a break, you know, get everybody rejuvenated. Can't wait to hear Coach's discussion topic, man. You know,
don't put that type of pressure on me, man.
We gonna put the pressure on you. That's what I'm doing tonight. Putting the pressure on all you guys. You know why? Because this is a brotherhood, man. You know, and I know my brothers are gonna live up to the challenge. So we'll be back in about 15, 20. I ain't got no Jerry juice tonight. I got some Poland Spring.
Thank God.
I might have some Jerry juice later.
After talking about R. Kelly.
No, that's why. R. Kelly's still interested. It's crazy. Right. It's crazy.
We'll be back about 15, 20. Hold on to your butts.
What's up, world? Kyrie Robinson, man. New Orleans Saints veteran. Hey, man, make sure you guys go check out my guy, man, STWF, the media, man. Check them guys out. Y'all want to get sports talks with players, with fans, anything like that, man, go check them guys out, man. That's the place to be if you want to talk sports. Who that nation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, they're coming. They're coming for real.
They're coming for all these R. Kelly people. Okay.
Yes, sir. My topic tonight is the top 10 TV shows of all time. Not necessarily my list. Not necessarily my list. But I did a little research. I know Will got some pretty good knowledge on a lot of these shows we've been about to be talking about. But coming in, well, first of all, before we can get started on that, what are y'all top 5 shows of all time?
Woo!
That is tough grilling, man. That is tough.
Look, The Wire got to be up there. I don't got a whole order. I got The Wire up there. I'll give you a top 5, no order. The Wire. Let me see. Breaking Bad, Walking Dead. Shit. Starts to get crazy after that. Sopranos. Man. Yeah, I agree with Jesse. You gotta categories need to be.
You gotta have that. No, like I said, all these topics tonight is it can railroad right into another episode because there's so much broadband, especially with nowadays in this era. You know what I'm saying? So your shows are not like bad shows. Like, don't think anything you choose is bad shows. We all have different things that we watch.
So let me preference this. Well,
Yeah, go ahead, drop some.
so we're going to come back and get 2 top 5, but the top 10 list that we're going to preference tonight is actually from top10s.com and is based off of votes, online votes.
Okay.
I don't agree with some of them. Some of them I see, but some of them I'm like, yeah, I guess. But yeah, we're going to come around to that though. What about you, too?
Yeah, we can go through Sanford and Son. Sanford and Son's a great show. You know
Underrated. So underrated.
Definitely, you know.
So culturally relevant too. It was needed.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
It helped bridge some gaps at a tough time.
Shout out to Anthony because he named 4 different shows, and you just think of complexes like I gotta go to different years for these shows. You know what I'm saying?
Around.
You know, shout out to that. You know, people's opinions may be shows of the same era. People's shows may be, you know, I might go 50s, 40s, 60s, run back. So this is intriguing.
So we're going number 10. I know Will's going to have some input on this one. Again, this is based off of top10s.com votes. Avatar, The Last Airbender.
Ooh. Wow, that's up there, top 10.
Yeah.
That is wild. Animated. I expected to see no animated up there. That is impressive. Wow. Yeah, that was a great show, man. It was I'm blown away that made the list.
Feels like the All-Star game.
Not that it's a bad show, it's just like an animated show to make the list. And then if you were gonna tell me an animated show would make the list, I would have had this in the top 5 of animated shows that could have made the list, but it would not have been number 1. It'd have been like fucking The Simpsons or Family Guy first in terms of animated to make this list. But
right.
That's wild. Yeah, good for them, man. Way to put the work in.
Good for them, man. Shout out first off when the list was made. Shout out to them, man, because this is the importance of fan vote. You know what I'm saying? Like, depending on who's on this website, it's gonna be people voting for this show, man. So shout out to it. It was an interesting show. I heard about it. If I heard about it, I guess it was somewhat interesting to people. So in all, if they get the 10, they're happy to be 10. They're like they damn themselves. Like they.
Number 9, the U.S. version of The Office.
Yeah, people love that show, man. I try. I hate the whole
hard watch.
It's supposed to be cringy and hard to watch. I just hate the style of the confession style where they go in and they talk directly to the camera. I never was a big fan of that.
Right.
None of the shows that I like will have anything like that in it. So that's not to say that it doesn't have its place. It just wasn't for me.
Right.
Same thing, man. I watched some episodes. I'm like trying to get into it. And then there's some episodes that backtrack me. There's some episodes in and out that are like, okay, cool. But overall, nah. I mean, they're number 9. Yeah, like I said, you know, the importance of fan voting is great. Because The Office was a great show. People enjoyed it.
Number 8. This one, I get it, but I've never watched the episode of this show. Friends.
Yeah, that was kind of, it was like when I was in middle school, that was kind of rocking. So it was kind of pop culture. I watched it. I get it. I just
very mad.
Later on in life, once I became more like cognizant of more sitcoms and everything, it fell off a bit for me. It wasn't as good, but the sitcom game is a tough game, man. So the fact that they had the run they had is impressive.
I see you, Anthony. I'm definitely a big fan of Archer.
Archer's my shit.
Parks and Rec was better.
Archer's a legend.
Shout out to Parks and Rec. It's only a couple seasons.
Parks and Rec was crazy. Parks and Rec had some crazy moments.
Saved by the Bell is my shit. Shout out to Facebook user.
That's Chris.
The real big thing about Parks and Rec is how many careers went
started
through
from
there.
that.
Maybe not started, but went through. A lot of them, quite a few started there too. But we just went through them doors. Like they just huge. Chris Pratt one of the biggest movie stars out right now, went through them doors. Aubrey Plaza, Aziz Ansari, like Amy Poehler, so many. Paula Patton, no, not Paula Patton, but the other one looks just like her actually. I forget her name, but so many names, like big names, went through them doors.
French straight garbage.
Yeah, I just couldn't get into it myself. Number 7, The Walking Dead.
Yeah, people got real frustrated towards the back half of that. They definitely lost. They lost their resolve because it became they started such a movement with it. Like everywhere that show went, thousands of people showed up. It became like this just cultural thing. Like, and people always compare it to the other big shows like Breaking Bad, or like The Wire and stuff like that. Like, but Walking Dead couldn't continue doing what it was doing because it created a bigger fan base than those shows created. And those shows didn't go to Comic-Con. Walking Dead did. So Walking Dead broke into a world of Comic-Con that made it officially tough for them to continue to be who they were. And who they were was they would kill anyone on that show and break your heart. And after the Glenn situation, spoilers, after the Glenn situation, they got so much backlash from one side of the fan base that they no longer could do it. There's a whole sector of people that wear T-shirts to every one of their events that say, if Daryl dies, we riot. Like literally they made it so that you could not kill off certain characters. They put themselves, by writing so good early on and then creating such a fan base, they painted themselves into a corner, and then they had to be a shell of themselves towards the end. Like I remember the last episode of the show, they brought back, like an episode before the last, they brought back 2 characters that we had forgot about and didn't care about. They brought them back just to kill them in the finale because they couldn't kill anyone that we had started with anymore. They knew they couldn't do it. So it just became a whole thing. I could go on for hours about that show. It's one of my favorite shows. And
off and on. Hey, Providence great. And shout out to Providence, man. You know what I'm saying? Pitting on. I hope they win. Reality TV has to be Survivor. Season 44. Australian Survivor, Team Nina. Yeah, they got a Survivor in every aspect right now. This is Survivor in every country right now. And, they able to make remakes of Survivor, and Survivor is still on. So, shout out to Survivor.
Number 6, one of my favorites.
I disagree with that last statement.
Family Guy.
Yeah, Family Guy legendary. Family Guy legendary.
It don't matter what episode is on. If I walk by the TV and it's on, I will stop down and watch it. No matter how many times I've seen it.
Absolutely.
I kind of judged the book by its cover at first. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Yeah. And I started watching it, and like you said, man, comedy where you have you just gotta watch it. So, yes, indeed, I had to grow into the Family Guy 7. I had to grow into that, but it is comedy, and I like to laugh. So,
I was like that with King of the Hill.
Oh, King of the Hill. I love King of the Hill.
It's about the reboot. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy to reboot.
Jeopardy's so too, man. Jeopardy's dope. Jeopardy will always be dope.
Absolutely.
Game shows, yeah.
Price is Right to me, though. Price is Right. You know what I'm saying? Not now, but that was the show growing up for me, man.
With Bob Barker.
Bob Barker was there, yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping everybody hit. I love Survive back in the late 2000s. Yeah, man.
Anthony Price always surprising me. He said, I hope Cheers makes the top 5.
Yes. Shout out to the Beam. Shout out to the Beam, man. Shout out to Cheers, man.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Cheers, man. Yo, I used to watch that. It was crazy. If I knew that show was actually out here when I was watching it, it would have been more interesting to me because I didn't really like it. But I always shouted out, you know what I'm saying, because the way it came on. Yeah, sitting at a bar. Now, in reality now, some of us do sit at a bar and go to a bar and just converse and go chat. So they were showing you some real life situations there, scenarios, if you live that way. So, you got to give them their flowers. Shout out to you.
Number 5, got some longevity itself. South Park.
South Park is legendary just because of how they do it. First of all, obviously their episodes are great and They attack pop culture and current events
with the vengeance.
With vengeance, but they do it all in a week.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people don't realize that.
Fast turnaround.
It's a fast turnaround. Every week that they do a show, they've written and animated and printed that all in just a week. That's impressive. That's
how they
crazy.
stay relevant and current.
Yeah, that's outrageous though. Like that's not. No one else is doing that like that.
What I'm not trying to slide on it, but I mean the platform that they was on at Comedy Central, you kind of got to do that. But I agree with you guys that the consistency of the show going as it goes, and you're still relevant in terms of what you talk about, what you bring on the show. I think that's great as well. But them being on Comedy Central, they definitely have to roll around. And out of all the shows that's been on that platform, they're still there.
That's Comedy Central.
That's great.
Comedy Central have been dying a slow death for like decades. It's dead now.
No, it's dead. No, completely dead because you don't hear nothing about it. But South Park is still like, like you think of Comedy Central, you think of South Park. You're not thinking of, like me personally, I'm gonna think Chappelle Show. But you think of Comedy Central instantly, South Park.
They are synonymous with one another.
See, the problem, Facebook uses the problem with both American Dad and Futurama supposedly being better than Family Guy is that both of them don't have the longevity.
I'm both Julio.
They both do not have the longevity. I need to be
ready. Number 4, which I got to this one pretty late, but when I got onto it, I was immense in it. Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones is crazy. That's the one I forgot from my top 5. I was thinking about. I know there's one there, and that was it. Yeah, man, Game of Thrones was crazy. They didn't end well. People got pissed at that, but
so disappointed.
You know what's funny though? I wasn't. I wasn't mad at all. I thought like everybody wanted this storybook ending for Daenerys, and I'm like, nah. Everything that's happened to her, I knew the moment they offed her right hand girl. I knew right then what was gonna happen. I knew she was gonna burn it all down.
Oh, my joints is right. I can't go, man. Can't go without an SVU Law and Order. I can't go.
Oh boy.
I can't go without that, man. Shout out to SVU, man. You can't go without it, man. Gotta give it in, man. And I've been watching like Chicago PD and all that extra stuff now, so now I'm just really like in tune and all this stuff. Like I don't really like him as much as SVU, but I'm trying to get into it.
Well, yeah, I love Game of Thrones. I loved everything they were doing with it. The new one is interesting. I like what they're doing, but it's the problem is that all in one season. They're trying to capture everything that the whole Game of Thrones series made you feel. And you're not gonna be able to do that. So.
I can't get into that show, man. My man Josh used to tell me every week, "Yo, get on the Game of Thrones," and I'm like, it's not. I never watched the show, so I can't really give you a natural opinion on it. No, I've never. There's a lot of shows that I won't touch for a while. Due to the fact that everybody talks about them heavy, and I just kind of want to be the one that's sitting around and watching the shows where people are not talking about no more, because there's a lot of shows that come out in the world nowadays. Shout out to all these TV shows being able to be the vocal points for these other TV shows and other brands expanding in different networks, where you can watch streaming television, from Amazon to Hulu, and they're coming out with this series and TV shows, and you get abroad of a lot of things to watch. But so much, you don't have that much time to watch them.
Right.
So, in the life of me, I don't have a lot of time to watch crazy shows. Now I'm on my bed. Now I got access to it, but it's not going to be a lot. But, I have some shows that I watch. And shout out to these shows, man.
For me, with the Game of Thrones, the biggest thing, first of all, I didn't start watching until like season 4, maybe 5, was the character development.
Unbelievable.
And like we were talking about earlier, with The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones the same way. They will kill anybody off.
You
no
could
matter
die.
how popular they are.
You could die right now. You could die right now. You even look at somebody wrong in the script room, and you could die today. Yeah, I agree. That was one of the best parts of that show. However, there were certain people who could. Well, that's the other thing. You could die, and they might bring your ass back. But
Al Bundy, man, Married with Children, man, definitely, man.
Shout out to Polk High.
Shout out to you, man. Polk High. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to the real GOAT. You talk about Brady Mahomes, that's the real GOAT right there.
Number 3, Breaking Bad.
This show had it's the bad. It's what's it? It's the two-faced line. You either die a hero or you live long enough to become a villain. They died a hero. They made sure that they died a hero.
Yeah.
They didn't go to. They did 5 seasons and got the hell out.
Can I say? Nah. Yeah, man. Another one too, man. I'm gonna be real. Another one that I watched a few episodes and I just wasn't sold. I just wasn't sold. Honestly, I just wasn't sold. So they died the villain for me. They wasn't a hero in that aspect, but a lot of people told me to watch some shows, so there was a lot more people interested in it, and I salute them for that. But I just feel like I'm good that I have a box. Everybody has a box, but I'm good that I have the ultimate box. It's nothing crazy to appease me, but it's just that, I don't know. There's so many shows of different interests. And the same shows you watch repeatedly, but there's some shows they're going to get you and shows that don't. But I don't expect anybody's opinion at all because everybody has their own mindset and brand of TV to watch so much.
Yeah, we'll talk about Breaking Bad after the show. And some insight on that, why it drew me into it. To the point, even when we was coming, traveling, we stopped in Albuquerque, went by, saw the house, stopped by the owner, went to the candy shop and got us some blue.
No, Walter White became the craziest, scariest white dude we ever seen for a while there. Oh man.
Yeah,
you remember when it finally starts to really hit the fan and he checks dude, he was like, if I was the guy that you think I am, you think you should be fucking with me? It got once you realize that he was addressing the issue, it got crazy. He put a dog agent in a box real quick.
He put his nuts on the table.
HBO Real Sex is does it count to you? Does it make you go to sleep at night?
Yeah, unfortunately, man, childhood memories.
For real, dude.
Who's that show called when he used to have all the hookers come in? All the hookers come in the room. What's that? Row House or something?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Sound like the Howard Stern show, but
yeah, Howard Stern show, crazy epic. X-Files, man. Right? This is Josh right here. I know this Smoking Scully, man. It has to be a Josh comment. You know what I'm saying?
X-Files was crazy.
Josh.
Yep, I know. X-Files, Smoking Scully. Would you have Dad from Malcolm in the Middle would turn to Walter White?
Didn't see that one coming.
No one saw it. Not even him.
That shows his range as far as
his range is crazy.
Ain't he becoming a NASCAR driver? Malcolm in the Middle, Frankie Nunez?
Oh, Frankie, yeah, Frankie is, he loves cars.
Yeah, he's becoming a NASCAR driver, right?
He loves cars. When that show Punk'd was still on, Ashton stole one of his exclusive cars that he has. There's only 5 of them ever made, and Ashton stole that shit. Had Frankie tripping.
Cat House. That's what the name was called. Cat House. See, you watch a lot of HBO. You can tell you subscribe. You probably still watch Cat House now.
Son of Anarchy was lit.
Anarchy.
Banshee, Yellowstone. Ozark was crazy.
Ozark's crazy, dog.
Yeah. Ozark, the way it ended, I knew she had to go, but I was pissed when they killed my homie. I was pissed.
Don't tell me.
I ain't saying nothing.
Hey yo, and then for real, man, watch that new series, that series that's on, that's continuing You.
You was crazy. You was crazy.
What network is that on?
Netflix.
Okay.
We're gonna have to talk to you. Can't be watching you and not.
People praise The Office. People praise The Office, and I hate it. Jamie, we just went on a rant about the Office, definitely. So there's a lot of different opinions about it.
Joe.
Number 2.
Shut up, Quan.
Which kind of threw me for a curve. But remember, this is based off voting.
Yeah.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, kids got on there and went wild.
still watch SpongeBob because my daughter loves it. And shout out to SpongeBob, man. We'll be real. Weird. It's weird as hell, but I guess I'm brainwashed. I guess I'm brainwashed because that show and all, you know, it doesn't take your eyes off the screen until the commercial comes on. So it's been a long E for them. Nickelodeon show. Junior. It's a lot of Nickelodeon shows that we witnessed growing up watching, or our kids grew up watching, and it's crazy that show would be the number one show probably of all time and gross in Nickelodeon history. I gotta look that up. Maybe I'm talking splurb, but I know I'm probably right. Hey, shout out to SpongeBob. Shout out to Patrick. Shout out to, you know, I want to go to the clam. I want to go to the clam bucket.
Krabby Patty. I hate that show.
Definitely, I need Krabby Patty.
I've always been that guy, like that rebel who just hated SpongeBob. Never been a fan. Yes, House. I loved House. House was amazing.
House was alright. Greatest 90s Nickelodeon show for me. Greatest one of all time. Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
For me, it just shows the hood in the general public. Like you can go here with Slinky. You can go hang with Gerald. You can go show Helga. Like you have a whole bunch of people that show unity to me. Hey Arnold showed unity.
Also, Hey Arnold had the firest bedroom of anybody ever as a kid growing up. I wanted that bedroom. He had basically a loft with the glass. Like it was crazy. It was basically a greenhouse up there. He was going nuts. I wanted that room so bad.
Good times, man. I can relate so much to good times. It reminded me of my own family growing up. My father was James Evans.
Jesse, you said Rugrats was?
Rugrats is fire. Rugrats is fire.
The thing with Rugrats is, I feel like if they both were still here today, I just feel like, hey, Arnold, this can progress so much and give you so much more content than the Rugrats. And I felt like that was the bottom line of it. Like, yeah, they came out with the movies and all that, but you seen Hey Arnold in the movies. And though they wasn't as big screen as the Rugrats, people wanted to watch those. People tuned in to watch those little shows.
Doug was top notch too, man.
Doug was nice too. Doug on the low. Doug on the low.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Doug on the low. But like I said, I don't know why it died.
Doug had bangers banging on the street light.
Like,
strumming on a jambo. One little voice is calling me. They was going to work.
Oh man.
Cat Dog was crazy.
Cat Dog. Yo, oh my God, Nickelodeon. Rocco's Modern Life was nice too, man. I used to like come home from school.
Rocco was that shit.
Out to the Baldwin, you know, get out at like 2:30, catch Rocco at 3. You know what I'm saying? Be at the crib. You know?
It's just crazy. Rocco, is a theory. Rocco was a sex worker on the phone. Like that was his job. People don't realize that. Like
that's why people love him. People like to go on the phone, talk sleep things, you know, trying to get something. You know what I'm saying? So. Crazy. Real. Also, how did Cat Dog poop? Hey, they both. I guess that
action going on.
Yo, I'm nauseous. I didn't like the reboot of the Rugrats, and that's the point. I like the reboots of the Hey Arnold movies. I didn't like the reboots of the Rugrats. You know what I'm saying? I like the little movies that Hey Arnold and them came out with. If they came out with something this year, I would tune in to Nick and watch it. You know? Because that's what it was. But Rugrats, nah, man. You know, got in. But it's crazy.
I'm anxious. I'm anxious. Who's number one?
Oh, you know who's number one.
I mean, Seinfeld, that better not be.
Who do you think number one is?
Me?
I think Seinfeld probably would.
I think The Simpsons number one on every list. They gotta be The Simpsons. As long as it's running, gotta be.
Ding, 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 ding.
Simpsons. He froze. It's hilarious. He said ding, 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 froze.
Simpsons.
My man froze.
My man froze, man. Might be the epic classic of the night. We get that over there. Everybody
cliffhanger.
Snap some things sometimes, man. But I think he's gonna go Simpsons. So while he gets back in, you know what I'm saying? What show do you think is number one and why?
I mean, based on how he said it, it's probably Simpsons, and that's because it's been the longest running show, and based on the fact that so many animated got on this list, I guess that's part of why people like these animated shows.
Yo, hey, it's a lot of shows. Like I said, Broad could be number one. Yeah, The Simpsons, man, and then the fact that I watched the other day and heard, obviously we've been hearing it for years, the predictions that the show gives you,
That's crazy. That part is fucking
you
crazy.
You actually posted it. I said, I'm looking down. I said, no, not cold. I said, no.
Yo, so much shit, right? It nailed it. Like, that's crazy. Like, they got the color of people's shirts right when they got so much right. Like, it's
yo, I ain't messing with you. I ain't messing with you, quick dog. Number one show, Cowboys fans. Just
watching y'all suffer. That's a great show.
I ain't messing with you, dog. Hey, yo, I hope Lamar leave Baltimore, dog. Sopranos, man. Sopranos was a good show too, man. Sopranos was a good show too.
Absolutely.
Every show gets flowers, every show gets praise, man. But we're hoping that Coach comes on in a bit, man, to give us that number one show. Simpsons, he said Seinfeld. He hoped it wasn't Seinfeld though. But what would be your number one show?
Oh shit. Number one, I probably would have had, like, just because of the longevity, and I probably would have had Family Guy up there. I love Family Guy. Also, I would have had Always Sunny on my list.
Always Sunny, yes. I would have had Always Sunny on my top 10.
Always Sunny would have been top 5 for sure, because they're crazy with it.
Definitely. And it's crazy that I used to watch the show on and off all the time. Where I really got hit was this year, just sitting in for like 3 days straight at the crib and just watching them through all out. Like, yo.
Always Sunny?
Yes.
Yeah. No, just it's hilarious, man. They wild.
Lisa is the president of the New House saying we have a major difficulty due to President Trump years before Trump. Yeah, man. That's what they gave you on The Simpsons, man. They gave you the life before it happened. Here's a classic, Living Single. Definitely Living Single. Martin. Shout out to the Jamie Foxx show.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them all. Shout out to the Wayans brothers, man. Wayans brothers underrated. Underrated for me. You know what I'm saying? The Wayans brothers don't get as much love as it should. But man, listen. Dope. The show that had the episode with Kenny Loughlin was fire.
Yeah, it was.
Ain't Frasier the same show as Frasier? No.
No.
Frasier's
much different.
Frasier's is a bunch of old people hanging. Friends is actually like what we grow up, the middle age group, like, and it taught us. I felt like Friends, and that's why Friends is on the list, because throughout that, if you label your friends and everything nowadays, everybody, it's kind of the same way people act. You know what I'm saying? The way it is. Not in all situations, but even back in the day, it used to be like that. What's going on, Coach? We didn't leave you out yet.
Coach with the craziest cliffhanger ever. He was like, ding, 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 peace. They did. Tune in next week to find out what the hell number one was.
In living color, man. Yes, man. Shout out, man. It's Black History Month. It's Black History Month. So name on a black show is Black History Month.
I'm guessing it was The Simpsons, though, right?
It was The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Internet issues. My bad.
Everybody loves Raymond, man. Nobody wants to stay up till 11 o'clock after the 56 news to watch Everybody Loves Raymond.
About to wait Jacob for work. Thanks for the entertainment tonight, guys. Send some prayers out for the MSU community and families of those who suffered last night and those still fighting for their lives. Also pray for the government takes the proper steps with the chemical exposure after the training. Oh, I didn't even hear about that one.
Yeah, that's wild.
East Pasa. Wow.
I just found out about that last night.
Praise for sure, man.
God, yeah. I hope they fix that up. That's
happening, man. Balls being hit all over Alaska, Canada, all that, man. Yeah.
Get it together. Get it together, world. What are we doing?
Living color tax. People's trying to get their taxes, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Chill out, artists.
For real, B.
Yeah. Living color is a classic, man. The Living color is. I heard the other day that the Living color set up the blueprint for the way they did Super Bowl performances.
A lot of shows, and then also like Friends copied a couple of episodes like directly.
Yep.
The poker episode and.
Praise, man. Praise.
Yeah, that's wild.
More train derailments with toxic derailments. Yo, in the summertime out here in Boston, the train, there was like 2 trains I was on that caught many fires. Like no boat. They had to get us off the train, swap, all that. Like they had to close it down for like days and all that. That's crazy.
Classic MBTA though.
Yeah, classic MBTA though. But I haven't rode around there so long, so I'm like, damn. But the best thing about the MBTA is I find a lot of bus passes, so I haven't paid. I don't even remember the last time I paid.
Metro cards. Charlie
Jim
card.
Carrey's career doesn't happen where I live in color. Definitely doesn't.
He acknowledges that too. He and Jennifer Lopez.
MJ is a joke. Yes, it is. That's why I go around and not pay like it's a joke.
Yo, I checked out once they started trying to make me pay to leave places. Like, y'all motherfuckers are crazy.
Right.
Remember Braintree, you used that to pay to leave?
Yeah, Braintree Mall. Yeah. I remember I skipped school one day. They're like,
You had to pay to leave the station. Like, motherfucker, I'm leaving. What do you mean pay? I'm hopping over this. Chase me if you want to. I'm out. Like, Twilight Zone. Wow, I'm surprised. Why me? Why I gotta say Twilight? I mean, I like the sci-fi stuff, but Twilight Zone. See that at its peak, I was young enough that shit gave me nightmares. I was good on that.
Like that, Tales from the Crypt. Like, no, that was on the I don't want to watch before I went to bed list. Like, no.
I used to have ridiculous nightmares, and in the nightmare, the guy from Twilight Zone would be narrating the nightmare, and it'd be like, oh, what are we doing? I wake up later, like, that's crazy.
My show later night was Cops.
I don't need this dude in my brain.
My show later night was Cops.
Cops, okay, yeah. I got tired of seeing brothers get locked up though.
Nah, no, but the funniest to me is when the white people get locked up. The funniest shit. Because it gives you long duration, because it's like 2 minutes of see if they're sober or not. Then, of course, they got a whole bunch of drugs in the car. And then this is crazy, man. But yeah, man. Actually, there was one in Boston one time that was actually funny down on off on Dudley Street. And that was funny too, man. But oh man, what? Got arrested at MBTA for disorderly conduct when my Charlie car wouldn't work, even though I just paid $20 on it. What you jumped over, Jesse?
Yeah,
hands off me.
Man, get your hands off of me. Yeah, me and Jess used to always do shit like that. Was you there the day that I threw the soda at him? That was hilarious.
Goosebumps, man.
Remember they used to sit in the booth with the trays? At Phil's Corner, I threw a big go at them, filled with soda, and the shit turned upside down at the perfect time, hit the window, and then all the soda and the ice hit the tray and just hit her in the face. She was so mad. I booked after that, but that shit was perfect.
They still look for you, Will.
I love Lucy.
They are.
Man. I am a genie. Dream of genie. You know what I'm saying? Like Happy Days. Like we can go so far down memory lane. It's crazy.
See, now we done like I should have stopped y'all, but we done dove so far into the topic that I had.
We double segment, man. We don't even need 3. We got 2. We blow it in, man. We over here chopping it up, man. If you got something,
all right, yeah. So let's just continue
Keep rolling.
Yeah, let's keep it rolling and let's break it down. So I was actually going to do sitcoms. So just the comedy shows. I as we said at the beginning of your list, Coach, we need a category. So I actually wanted to break it into the category of sitcoms. What's your favorite ones, or top 5 or top 3, whatever you want to do. My number 1 is Always Sunny. Always Sunny is it's next level, man. Like it's crazy. I think number 2 would be Fresh Prince.
Definitely Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Without it, stepped in.
Number 3 would be Seinfeld for me. Then it starts getting murky. Then you get on to All in Living Color and Family Matters and all that, and no specifics after that. Like Cheers was fire. During my sleep study, I was watching Golden Girls. Hilarious. Them white women are crazy funny. Them old white ladies was hilarious, man. But I Love Lucy was another banger. Sanford and Sons, obviously, we talked about that earlier.
Good. Anybody want good times? Yo, man, listen, man.
What were some of y'all favorite sitcoms? He said Buffy. That's hilarious.
For me, definitely Good Times, of course, is my number one. Always Sunny is number 1A, 1B. Always Sunny. Seinfeld is right there for me.
Yeah.
All in the Family. Jeffersons. What's Happening? Carter Country. Man, it's a...
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm bringing.
See, I started with Always Sunny, but Curb is the one I forgot. Curb Your Enthusiasm was crazy.
Yep.
Shit, man, I'm throwing. This is
Jace would be One Tree Hill in Dawson's Creek.
Oh man, I knew he was going to keep lying. I knew he was going to keep lying. Hey yo, hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys, but the camera's going in tonight because I'm taking a picture of this.
Yeah, that's hilarious right there.
Yo, real man.
Jamie told on him.
Jamie told on him. Hey, yo.
Wow.
Broad City was good. Broad City was definitely
Broad
good.
City, man. I'm gonna be real, man. Wayne Brothers to me, great sitcom. I'm gonna go Good Times. Actually, another show, 227. Shout out to that.
Throwback. 227 made a lot of careers.
Yeah, definitely. All that Fresh Prince, Martin.
Yup.
I think I got 5, but I'm gonna name an honorable mention. Jamie Foxx show. Sorry, Jamie
Foxx was great.
On the low, no bull, comedy.
Yeah,
I love the Jamie Foxx show. Bernie Mac show definitely holds in a lot. Home Improvement. Tim the Two-Man Taylor. You know Girlfriends.
Bernie Mac show was good, yo.
Bernie Mac show was fire. I used to be watching. I gotta watch the rest of the season, man. I actually got into that. That's what I've been watching as well. Shout out to Tubi.
No Cosby show?
I got into Cosby, yeah.
The Cosby show,
yeah. Like R. Kelly.
No, nobody want to talk about it.
No, not even. Like I said, there were shows that hit the Cosby show. There were some shows that didn't hit. You know what I'm saying? But they showed it so much and they had so many episodes consecutively. You know, shout out to them, man. Shout out to the season that they were able to build up and have out to the public. But other than that, it was like, depending on the episode, it's hitting us.
Happy birthday to that young man. Y'all take care, man. Come on.
Happy birthday. Oh, no, matter of fact, yes, sir. Happy birthday to your son's birthday. A little quick. You know what I'm saying? Hope he's running on you real quick in the trampoline park. You know what I'm saying? Get that man a big birthday cake. Get that boy whatever he want, man. You know, tell daddy not to be a Ravens fan no more. You know, hope he has a great
family. Yeah, Modern Family.
You know what I'm saying? To all the ladies, everybody, you know, if you got a lady, to your lady. If you got a wife, your wife. Happy Valentine's Day. It's y'all extra nice day.
Give me a break.
Also, I love Community, which was great. Community, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. 2 really good shows. Hilarious.
Different
Strokes. Fire.
Different world? A different world?
Different World was my joint.
I'm
gonna say By the Bell guy though. I'm gonna be real. Somebody mentioned that earlier.
By the Bell was lit. Yeah.
It kind of hit my heart. That was my show before I went to school in my grade school days. You know, that was my show, man. You know, it was heartbreaking. You know, we got to deal with Valentine's Day today, and Kelly breaking up with Zach, man. You know what I'm saying? Zach wasn't the man for her. And then she wanted to go chase back and get him. I'm telling any lady that ever wanted to get rid of me, you may never get me back. I ain't no Zach Morris. You know what I'm saying? So you better Kelly Kapowski your ass out of here. You heard?
Archer was definitely my shit. Yeah, Dan Harmon is the man for Community and Rick and Morty.
Definitely.
Also, by the way, Coach, a follow up on the Rick and Morty situation.
Yes, I'm here.
That's my guy. So I'm hoping they do this, but the fans immediately went crazy and was like, "Yo, y'all gotta hire this guy." So there's a guy who be online just doing random videos and content and stuff who does the Morty voice perfectly. He does Morty voice perfectly. Also, Dan Harmon has, whether it was real or not, separated himself from Roy, what's his name? Royland. Separated himself from him, saying that we've been making the show, but we haven't been talking for years. So So the main writer is still Dan Harmon, always has been. So they have the main writer. If they go out and sign the right guy who can do that voice, apparently he can also do.
Josh is in the money, dog. Josh knows.
Yeah.
Josh, hey, man.
Apparently he can also do Rick's voice, kind of. But people are saying that if you just like after you get out of post, after you touch it up, that it'll sound just like him. Basically, they're saying if they hire this guy, that they can continue the show. They're on course to continue the next 2 seasons at least. They said. So yeah, they said that they could hopefully hire this guy. The only thing that they said they're really going to lose. They said the only thing that they're really going to lose is Justin Roiland's the improv lines at times, the things that he would come up with randomly. But I'm good. I don't need those. We're fine. As long as Harmon's writing and we got the voice of them characters sounding the same, let's go.
Keep it going.
Hell yeah. I was happy to hear that, though. I was like, because I could not see that show fall.
Nah, it can't. Nah,
too good, man. Too good. Yes, and I heard that they're making the Community movie. If you like Rick and Morty, even though they're not remotely really the same, the writing style similar, but they're not the same. Watch Community. It's a funny ass show, and it's a fun show to watch. Like the shit that they do throughout is just crazy.
Cooper. Hey, he played basketball with the Warriors, man. I feel like Mr. Cooper, man. Cooper. Hey, yo, don't get me back into this, man. Old school flavor, man. No bull. It's nothing better than that, man. I had to tell the youngsters. I had to tell these youngsters that we was really about that life. You know what I'm saying? There was shows back in those days that would overcome shows in this era. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a lot of more digital and a lot of more, real reality in these shows nowadays.
But did you watch Solar Opposites?
I didn't. I started to I think I had it on my queue when I watched the first episode. I know it's him too, right? It's
right.
Yeah, so I got to get to that. But also that, I don't know what's gonna happen with that show because he did voices on that show too.
Mm-hmm.
So interesting how that's gonna go.
It's gonna be crazy.
Aqua Team Hunger Force. That's my stuff there too.
Oh, Aqua Team Hunger Force is crazy.
Me what? Yeah, that's some bullshit.
My man Meatwad.
Hang on, Mr. Cooper, man. And like I said, man, the more interaction we get, man, the more calls we get, you get a bunch of shows. Like imagine if, say, 500 people commented with 500 different shows. That's
just more content for you to watch. Yeah.
No bull, man. So we appreciate everybody, coming in tonight, tuning in. Even if it's the same person, with the same comments. Hey, we're doing something right. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you guys.
Appreciate y'all hanging out with us.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Shout out to the brand. Shout out to you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? For a wonderful night. Any night I'm like, hey, man, maybe we'll go slow. Maybe we'll be on slow roll tonight. Nah, y'all heavy. And my motivation's heavy. And that's great, man. You know what I'm saying? Brotherhood and all that. Like I said, Josh, I see you in the comments, man. I wish I would have known that Jake wasn't coming in a couple minutes for the show. I would have had you come on tonight in Great City, but we would have went 4 hours if Josh was here.
Yeah, he would have cooked. He would have been cooking. He would have been cooking.
When Josh comes on, man, because Josh loves this type of stuff, man.
Absolutely.
He was on tonight to do it, man. Shout out to you. Austin
appreciate you, Josh. Thanks for coming through.
Austin and Watch Sports Chat group, man. If you want to hear some other random crazy things, the little brother of STWF, come roll on.
What we got on tap for tomorrow? We got the All NBA show tomorrow.
Nah, we got enough of a basketball show tomorrow. We're gonna have some college basketball.
Oh, basketball. Okay.
Good correction. Have a little bit of high school basketball in it. You know what I'm saying? So, we real talk. This will work for you guys tonight. I know you have some local teams in the city that you follow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Things like even if you don't follow, maybe if there's a team that over there that you know because you live in the area, bring it in. We may be talking Brighton for a little bit, Yeah, we gotta talk about Brighton tomorrow, the state of it. But yes, bring it in, man. Enough of a basketball show. It's gonna be fire. We're gonna make it fire every week. So come through and join us tomorrow.
Yeah, right before All-Star break.
Right before All-Star break too, man. Definitely.
Perfect timing.
3-point shootout, all that. Coming up.
Shout out to Frankie, Unc, Bernard, Kyrie, Jesse, Daryl, Jamie, Chris, Anthony, Josh, and Kawan. Appreciate y'all, man.
Shout out to everybody who came through, like you said. Shout out to all my peoples who showed up. Jesse, I see you out there. Josh, all y'all, everybody, man. Appreciate everybody. Shout out to you fellas, man, and the brand. Appreciate y'all.
Shout out to my pawpaw too. Today's his 92nd birthday, I believe.
Oh, he doing it big. He doing it real big.
Homie.
Love you, pawpaw.
92. He done seen everything.
Everything.
He got the best stories, I bet.
From horses to Ferrari.
No, Brady Bunch will definitely not go in the top 10, but the vast
Ferraris. That's good. That's good. That's how.
Hey man, make sure y'all tune in with y'all tune in with us tomorrow, man. This is fun, fella. Definitely fun.
One of the topics we're gonna cover tomorrow. It's probably gonna be brief though, but remember I asked that question. Who's going to take the last shot, Luka or Kyrie? Well, we'll talk about it.
Happened last night.
Yeah.
I told y'all that happened.
It was jitters. Definitely some jitters. But we're gonna talk about a lot of things tomorrow, man. So like I said, man, bring your topics in, man. Bring anything in, man. You want to hear us discuss, man. You know, we gonna bring it on you, man.
He's out there playing hot potato.
Right. Well, y'all have a great night. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody.
It's a good day.